Welcome back. Yeah, things have taken a turn for the worst. Let's find out what's happened. As we know, and the people on my social media will also know what's coming next. We all know that I wasn't happy with the rear arch and how it sat, how it was. So, yeah, in a day of absolute craziness, we decided to do something about it. Let's take a look. So where does this leave her with the build? Well, first of all, basically how this came about and how it actually happened, I needed to clear off, I wanted to clean out, do the job properly basically. So I've done all the floor looks nice and tidy now, clean. We're doing the repairs to the floor, I'm still busy doing them. Behind the front wings, couldn't get to them because obviously the rear quarters are attached to the side skirts, which are bonded into the front wings. Little lesson to everybody, anybody who's putting a body kit on ever, build in some sort of factor so that you can strip the car back a little bit. Don't mould it all in as one body kit because it'll cause you no good bother years to come. So anyway, long and short of it is, we've cut the front wings off. We've cut through the side skirts, cut the front wings off. Have chipped a little bit of paint, a little bit of touch up on the side skirt, not the end of the world. Got the two front wings off, fantastic. We can get into them now. Sitting, thinking, I don't think there was going to be much of a chance of this actually making it through to a show this year. I think by the time this was done, painted and on the road again, I think the show season would be pretty much, if it wasn't over, there was going to be very little of it left, if any. So, what are you going to do? You're not going to make it a show this year, right? Okay, so do we just go full pickle? Build the car properly, how I want to build it, the right way, first time, done once, don't need to worry about stripping it again. Right, we'll do that. Now, this led to taking the rear quarters off. The rear quarters are an absolute arse of a job to take off. However, they're off now. The car is stripped. Done. Stripped. So we are now down to a bare shell on the car. Now, moving forward, future of the build. So what we're doing is, I figured I've gone this far, if I'm doing the car properly, do it right, first time, how I want it, that's how it's done. We are finally committing to fitting the K20 in it. Now, I appreciate I've done a load of work on the red top, i.e. stripped it. I've already ordered a load of parts for it. It's kind of escalated really hard and fast. Anyway, I've got a load of parts coming for the red top. I will still be building the red top because it does run, it does work, and I know it's a good engine. Everything works on it now after all the time and effort we spent getting it running and making it work right. The red top will be going into the blue SRI that is still on the back burner. Now, not promising, possibly jumping between the two. When I come to stall on this, be jumping onto that, maybe get a little bit done on that. Just see how it goes. So that's basically where we're at. That's the future of the build. That's where we're looking to do. Now, how do we do that? this is the problem that we've got. So ideally, in the back, if you had to fit the engine in, I would like to tube frame it. For that, I could just literally weld a few lumps of scaffy bar in here and there. It would look alright. I want to do a nice, neat, show-worthy job of it. You know, I want to like be able to pop the boot and go, bloody hell, look at that. He's done a good job, rather than just, he's welded a couple of bits of scaffy bar. It's in, it fits, it works, but you know. So anyway, moving forward, tube bender for the back now. I don't know if anybody's actually looked into the price of tube benders, but they are like extortionately priced. So, in the meantime, while I'm saving up for the tube bender and the other associated kit that I need to make this all work, we're just going to crack on with this, plod on with this. So I've still got the floor to repair. I've got all the front end under seal to strip from underneath the outer wings, sorry. Got a few body mods, a few choice body mods that I want to make to it as well. Also, I would like to fit the front end, I'll be able to get the front end all completely fitted, the wings, bonnet, headlights, bumper, get all that fitted mint, so that's all ready for paint when we eventually come round to that. I've still got the bay to smooth out, because obviously there's still going to be a load of holes in there. That will effectively be used for luggage, camping gear when I go away at shows. So I will have that to smooth out, but I'll hold off tubbing that out until such times as the engine's in the back of here. I think that'll be one of the last things I do, but whatever happens, I still need to, whether the engine's going in the front or not, I still need to smooth out the rails. So yeah, so there's that to do. Yeah, so there is still quite a lot of work to do. Just stay with us, be patient. I know I've been promising this for a long time, but this is where we're at with it now. So things will start moving. It's just a matter of basically time and money now. So yeah, so this has now turned into, from a simple restore into, I conservatively estimate, possibly a 2 to 3 year build. Maybe's not. I don't know. You know, see how it goes. For all I know, it might go in quite easy and work and done. Just work. I don't know. So anyway, for now, what I'll do is I'll crack on. I've still got some repairs in the floor to do, so I'll just crack on and get on with that. Result. So I'd already started some of this, obviously before I rolled the car over the last time. So I've got this corner cut out here, which was, again, it's basically just a replica of what I did on this side, which I had a plate welded over the top of it, which just wasn't right. So basically I've just cut that out, and got a plate welded in there, but I need to treat all this first with some rust converter, just to stop any future problems from coming about. But as I said in the video before, I've got all this to clean out, which luckily I can actually get access to it all now. But I mean, the car's still, well, I would say solid, but the fact of the matter is it's been dry stored for as many years. So yeah, so there's all this to clean off here. But again, like I complained about the last time, I got them to put a top half of the panel on for us, the body shop to do, and I mean, that is the prep work that they did. They didn't even take the sticker off, haven't painted the underside of there or anything. Anyway, I digress. I'm not angry about them anymore now, I'm over it. So, got this patch here to do. Obviously I'm going to treat that for a bit of rust inhibitor. I've got this piece here to do, which obviously is, again, the opposite side of that. That's not a problem. I don't need to treat that with rust inhibitor yet. I can weld a patch in there because obviously I can get to both sides of it. Then I had a little bit of crust right on this edge, the same as I did on this edge here, but not quite as bad. That one was actually through and I had to rebuild the lip on the inside. This one, the lips, hold on, let's just dull that down a bit. This one, the lips, pretty solid to weld to, so all I'll do is I'll just cut a little strip to go in there, butt weld right the way along there, and then I'll probably put a couple of spots on there as well, just for a bit of belt and braces. But eventually what's going to happen is all this, hold on, let's have a look, let's just, eventually all this will be getting cut out when I come to put the K20 in the back. But the beauty of what I've got is, because these rails are absolutely solid, yeah, what I'm going to end up doing, I think, is actually taking these rails out very gently. Obviously, I've got small repairs to do. This one's actually solid all the way to the back. This one here has got literally that short section there to remake, but I'll take these out nice and carefully and gently, and I'll probably transplant these two rails into that one there, because obviously I had to remake both rear rails on that one, and they're all right, but they're not like factory, you know. So yeah, so that's what I think we're gonna do. There we go. That's the patch done. Happy with that. Getting quicker at them as well, which is always a good thing. So yeah, as I said, I've treated the rust with the converter. I've just got to let that set up. So I'll not be able to weld the patches on there for today. But yeah, basically there's them 2 more patches to go, and then that's the floor done. After that, I'll clean off this last bit of gunk here, obviously get under the fronts done, and then I'll get some etch primer on it all. Yeah, that's what we're doing. And there we have it. That's it for this episode. A lot of you might be asking why I'm actually doing this with a K20 in the back rather than just, you know, going down the usual route of drop red top in the front. That's it, car's done. Twofold. First of all, no offence to anybody who does actually run a red top or a turbo in the front, but, and I know the formula does work, it's been done to death. Like, everybody's done it. I just want to do something a bit different. So, hence why we're doing this. It was originally just supposed to be an engine in the back, but again, when the Honda unfortunately died, I happened to land with this engine on my knee, which is, I do know, although it's covered in oil, stops it rusting. I do know that it's a good engine, so I'm looking forward to using that. Second reason is basically because I want to see if I can do it. That's ultimately the goal. If you're not pushing yourself forward, how are you ever going to grow and develop? You know. So yeah, so that's why I want to do that, is just see if I can do it. And if I can do that and I enjoy it, then who knows? Never know. One day I might even build a full tube frame chassis. Who knows? We'll see how it goes. Anyway. Yeah, that's it for today's episode, so thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you all next time. Cheers.